Hey guys, so it's me in my car for this week's coach chat, and the reason I'm doing it in this car was because I just felt the need to share this message, and it's about going on vacation, eating whatever you want. For me, I just got back from a vacation and a few days ago, and one of the things I wanted to get across is that, with the way that we coach and our message with Clean Kitchen, it's, live that 80-20 lifestyle. So 80% of the time you're hitting your habits, 20% of the time it's just kind of like filler. And your life is not meant to be perfect or 100%, committed to being perfect with your nutrition and never eating treats and stuff like that. It's just part of life to eat things, to drink things that are not necessarily in line with your goals. And we don't necessarily call them cheat meals so much anymore, because it's not really cheating when you're eating your 20% or eating something outside of your goals. It's just meals that are not in line with your goals, or things, or food not in line with your goals. And one of the reasons we do try to be good, eat in that 80% mindset of 80% of the time you're going to be doing well and not eating crap, is so that when you do go on vacation, have a birthday, holidays, whatever it is, because there's going to be those ebbs and flows throughout the year, those seasons throughout your year, that you're not going to be 100% strict on any type of eating pattern. Is that when you do that, you can rebound and not feel guilty about doing the debauchery. And I say this now because I'm literally coming off of a week-long vacation where, I did eat meals. I didn't go off the rails the entire time. And I think that's one of the things that happens whenever you do eat that 80-20 lifestyle and have that mindset, is that when you are holidays or on vacation or something like that, how to keep that 80-20 mindset when you're there, eating meals that aren't off the rails when you can, but then also indulging when you want to, or when you feel like that it's worth it, and not feeling guilty about it. But one of the things that I think is is a byproduct of eating this way, eating well, is that when you do go off the rails for any period of time, even if it's for just a day, you really feel the effects. I'm literally, when I did my first workout in a week because we've been on vacation, and I literally feel like I have acid reflux. It's up in my throat, and I feel like crap. My workout was crap, but I know why it was crap, because I ate like crap, and it's a motivator to get back on the train. So I cannot wait to drink a bazillion bottles of water and eat all the lettuce and eat all the good for me things. I'm craving that. And that's what going off the rails can do for you, especially when you've done it for a while and you understand what good feels like. And I think that's a one motivating tool that most people don't realize, is that you don't have to be perfect. I actually encourage people to have off the rails meals, because then you understand why you eat the way that you should eat, and the way that your body likes, and the way that and how your body thrives on certain foods. I do the same thing with my son. People ask me all the time, how do you get your son to eat well? Well, I don't restrict him from eating junk food. He'll eat things that I won't necessarily eat myself all the time, you know, like pizza, treats, desserts. I mean, we have like chips and stuff at the house and stuff. But one thing that I did do while he's growing up, he's 12 right now, and one thing that I did do when he was younger is that I always had him an option to choose a plant to add on his plate. And so what my goal was when he was younger is not necessarily to restrict everything. Yes, within reason. I wouldn't just let him go hog wild on like crazy amounts of sugar and stuff like that. And I did have a hard rule about drinks and soft drinks and stuff. But for the most part, it was just give him the option to, he had to add a plant to his plate, like regardless of what he was eating. I wanted him to build a palate for those type of foods and understand habitually, like build a pattern in his mind and his choices, that this was not an odd thing to do, to have a plant on your plate all the time. And with that too, on the flip side, so say, you know, when we eat, you know, high sugary stuff or something that, you know, just makes you feel really like blah and lethargic, when Bishop would do that and he would be cranky or he would be in a bad mood, and, you know, and it was after he ate like, you know, a ton of crap, I'd be like, you have a headache because you ate, you know, 3 donuts, and, you know, you need to drink some water. You're having a sugar crash. You know, relating the food with how you physically feel and understanding how it physically affects you is a great motivating factor on why you would choose certain foods over other foods. And it has nothing to do with losing weight or calorie counting or anything other than what you physically feel like, your energy level, you know, your mood, how aggravated you are, how you're talking to people. You know, what we put in our bodies is so important, and it's so important to understand how it affects us. And so when you go on vacation, when you have holidays, when you have parties or whatever it is, it's not bad to indulge. But one thing that we need to like flip our mindset or like around is that we can change the way that we feel physically with what we're putting in our bodies, and understanding that it's just going to take a few days to kind of reset everything. And it's okay to do a little bit of debauchery because it's a good reminder of what good actually feels like. Because right now, I am not feeling good. And I am understanding what I did over the past week, even though it wasn't crazy amount of crazy, it still affected me in a negative way that I don't like the way that I feel right now. And it has nothing to do with gaining weight or whatever it is. It is literally, I have acid reflux coming up my throat and I'm sluggish. I am not feeling motivated. I feel unproductive. I want to be lazy, like all the things that I don't want to be in my life. It's trying to pull me down. And so I know what I need to do. I need to get back on the train and drink my water, eat my plants, eat my protein, make sure that I'm energized, get some good sleep. And it'll probably take me about 5 days. I'm thinking 5 days of just, you know, 100% on track, you know, doing what I need to do, and then I'll feel fine. But I don't feel guilty, 1 ounce of guilt about what I ate, what I did. I just physically feel bad. And so when you can connect that feeling and understand what, just like how I've taught my son, the feeling of what fuels your body, what helps your body thrive. When you make your choice, it has nothing to do with that vanity. It has everything to do with your quality of life. And so that's the biggest goal that I hope that Clean Kitchen can help people with, is making that connection, not a vanity connection of between you and your food, but that physical quality of life feeling connection between you and your food. And that is how people stick to their eating habits. Not about physical looks, it is about feeling. So there was two messages here. Number one, don't feel guilty about what you do on vacation. Do what you can with what you can, but don't feel guilty about indulging, because it's not your everyday. And number two, if you have kids, always give them the option to choose something better, but also don't try to create a disordered eating mindset of making food bad, but instead, when they do eat junk food or a lot of it, and you notice that they're cranky and moody and irritable, think back to what they ate. Think back to what they didn't eat. Did they not drink enough water? Are they dehydrated? If you can connect the feeling to the action, that will go loads further with them as they grow up, because it's not you're not telling them not to eat this. You're not giving them hard rules. You're helping them learn something about themselves. And adults the same way. And that's how we coach. So that's what I wanted to say in my car. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Coach Chat. We'll be back again next week. Bye-bye.